I primarily work in the area of consumer behavior. Specifically, my focus more recently is on concept called nation equity. So nation equity, I think most of you already know that, is that when you want to buy a product, we like to know which country manufactured this product or which brand this is originating from. For example, Apple is associated with the United States. Especially for a country like India, it's very important to understand what is other people's perceptions of products made in India and India as a country per se. My research is is evolving in a sense that originally people have been looking at nation equity as a performance-based equity, which means that you see Japanese products are doing well, Japanese electronics and Japanese cars, then you assume, okay, Japan has a positive performance equity for the products because the products from Japan are going to perform well. But more recently, we've realized that when people look at countries, they're not treating them like brands. People also have emotional associations to countries. For example, if you're coming from a country like China, because of historical reasons, Chinese have animosity towards Japan because during the Second World War, there was an occupation of China by Japan, and then people still hold a grudge against it. So there is a negative emotions associated with the country, and then we found in our research that these negative emotions stop people from buying products from a country, even though the product quality is really good. So we are now redefining our understanding of this country of origin effect, nation equity, as a performance equity, which is based on how well a product is performing, but also to which extent consumers like or dislike a country, which is based on historical, cultural reasons. Let's just take this as an example, India. So traditionally, India has been promoted based on the Incredible India campaign, so which has built a very strong cultural equity towards India. But on the other hand, the Incredible India campaign, while promoting this emotion equity, hasn't really said anything about how well the products in India would perform if someone bought the product. So it doesn't say anything about the quality part of it. So when India now is in the market trying to export the products, consumers have no idea about the quality per se because they're only focused on the emotion that which is positive towards India because India has such a wide cultural diversity. So it's interesting, more recently the government of India has realized it and they're starting this Make in India campaign. So in order to promote nation equity successfully, you have to not only promote the emotion equity as also performance equity. India is unique in a sense that people know about Indian culture more than they know about Indian products. But if you take Japan, it's the other way around. People know about Japanese products, people know about Chinese products, but they may get to know about the country later. In order to manage and promote a positive nation equity, countries should focus not only on talking about tourism, but also talking about infrastructure, talking about how they're contributing to emerging technologies and so on and so forth. My ongoing research is about how to manage and develop the equity, not only for India, for other emerging markets. For example, if you take China, people do not have a very positive performance equity about Chinese products. They know that Chinese products will do the job, but they don't think they are the best. Okay? So the question is, how should China change the perceptions if they really want to be a major player in the market? And similar questions have to be answered by India.